3. With the avalanche transceiver, the point of the smallest distance is found and marked with the shovel.
Damit endet die Phase.
This ends the find search phase, and the point search begins with the probe. Time is ticking. The benefits of probing are greater than initially expected. Extensive field tests have shown that the total search time can be almost halved by using the probe. In this specific series of tests, it was cut from 26 minutes to 15 minutes.
26 auf 15 Minuten.
And we absolutely have to use the time window of the first 18 minutes. Up to 18 minutes, the chance of being rescued alive is greatest. After that, the survival curve drops steeply and the chances dwindle dramatically. Probing provides certainty. Yes, here is the buried person. I know the depth of the burial, and I have a guide when digging. This is how it works. We start next to the shovel with the first probe puncture and probe outwards in a spiral at a distance of 25 centimeters, about the length of a shoe. The lower hand controls the probe, the upper hand inserts the probe into the snow, always at a right angle to the snow surface. A good quality probe has clear benefits. They can be tensioned quickly, they are stable when in use, as if they were made from one complete piece. They should be at least 2 meters 40 long and indicates the depth with centimeters marked and changing colors. The tip of the probe is a bit bigger than the probe elements. This makes it easier to pierce through the snow and reduces friction. A good quality probe does not bend in the snow. The larger the diameter, the greater rigidity.
Eine wertvolle Information aus der LVS.
We can use valuable information from the transceiver search when probing. The smallest value on the display. If this value is 1 meter, for example, then we can assume that the buried person is a maximum of 1 meter away. Maximum. So I will not probe deeper than about 1.5 meters. And it doesn't make sense either significantly further than 1 meter from the shovel to continue probing.
Treffer.
Hit. Whenever our probe suddenly doesn't penetrate as deeply as it did the previous time, whenever there is a difference in depth, or we can clearly sense the buried person using the probe, we consider this a hit and communicate this to the other helpers.
Treffer.
Hit.
Treffer.
Hit. The probe stays in the snow and the digging phase begins. The avalanche probe helps to save valuable time and is part of our standard emergency equipment. Systematic probing must be learned and practiced.
Zeit ist Leben.
Time is life. An interesting technical development is the electronic avalanche probe, which offers acoustic and visual support. When this probe is set up, the search mode is automatically activated. And at a distance of 2.5 meters, regular beeps sound. From a distance of 0.5 meter, a continuous tone sounds. This display works with any avalanche transceiver that transmits in accordance with the standards. The advantages of this electronic support when probing are twofold. Firstly, it saves a little time. And secondly, it is a psychological support for less experienced helpers, because it turns uncertainty into certainty. How do we search for a buried victim that does not have an avalanche transceiver on them? In the extreme situation, alerting the mountain rescue has highest priority. But also a rescue, despite the difficult situation, should be attempted. We can always do a thorough snow surface search.
Eine gründliche Oberflächensuche durchführen.
Are there objects or body parts sticking out of the avalanche debris? We can also determine a primary search area and start with probing. For this special situation, there is the so-called open probing. The rescuers stand with outstretched arms next to each other so that they can touch fingertips. With this spacing, we probe once 50 centimeters to the left, once in the center, 50 centimeters to the right, as deep as the probe will go. Then all take a step forwards at the same time, realigns and repeats this process until the mountain rescue arrive. Lives have already been saved in this way.
Die Hoffnung lebt.
Hope lives on.